Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a walkthrough for Resident Evil 4 on Professional. This is just basically going to be a tips and tricks guide, what is going to make the game easier for you when you're playing through. This is going to be just a new game, no Ashley in the armor suit, so we're starting like from the beginning. This is just like a clean file, just professional mode.
Resident Evil 4.
And I will be skipping the cutscenes. And I'm also not getting the files, and that's just to make the game go a little bit faster. So here we right off the bat we have 3 crows that you can shoot. Sometimes that first one will fly away. If you can get it, you can. I actually moved a bit at the beginning. If you just don't move and then just look up and shoot the first one, and the next two, it shouldn't be, that second one shouldn't fly away. So you should get 2 stacks of gold and a spinel. I'm gonna try to go through the story here as we are going through. This is gonna be a cutscene here. First enemy, you just want to shoot it in the head, melee onto the ground, and then knife once, and it'll be dead. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. So that is the strategy you're going to be using for most of the enemies throughout the game. Except, it won't just be one knife, because they get stronger as you go on. Okay, yeah. Once you jump out the window, these guys should come around. I don't like to knife them on the ground if there's more than one enemy standing up, or even if there's one standing up, just to be safe. And I don't know if you saw what happened there, but I actually was in a position where I meleeed the enemies, and it like killed them on the ground before they even got up. So, but if it didn't kill them, then I'd just knife them. And this knife strategy is basically gonna save you so much ammo throughout the game. And you're gonna have so much ammo that you're probably gonna have to sell some at some point. So these 2 crows, you definitely want to shoot them, because that one on top of the sign gives you a grenade, and you need that grenade for actually really soon. There's gonna be a dog here stuck in a bear trap. Help it out, and then continue on. So this next area has trip lines, and I believe there's bear traps in the middle, or yeah, there's one bear trap in the middle. So you can either go on the right side or the left side. I just go on the right side because it's easier or faster. There's gonna be an enemy up here. Same thing as before, just shoot in the head once, melee knife. And sometimes they do drop items. Make sure to reload. Another thing is that I forgot to mention in the intro is that I'm actually going to be splitting up this walkthrough into 5 parts, one for each chapter, because it's a pretty long game. Okay, so these enemies, again, same thing. I could have knifed that guy when he got up, but I didn't want to take the chance, because sometimes they don't get stunned with the knife. These enemies you can't shoot, so don't bother. They just run off anyway, they don't even do anything. This guy's gonna point at you if you can get an angle on him. Go ahead and do that. Alright. I think we're good now. So now we're coming up to the village portion of the game, or the chapter. This part's kind of infamous. I'd say this is one of the hardest parts of the games, or the hardest part of the game, only because you don't have a lot to start with, and you sort of just need to use what you have. So I just went around there, got the green herb and the red herb before they realized I was here, and then I run up this trail, and we're actually going to be killing both Dr. Salvador's and if you don't know, Dr. Salvador is a chainsaw ganado, and ganados is the name of the enemies that we're fighting here in the village. I'm sort of just organizing my inventory real quick because I'm gonna be picking up the shotgun in the building here. All right, so walk up here. Don't walk too close or else they'll get activated. But you throw the grenade up, and it should land somewhere as close to the chainsaw as possible. I like to shoot like 5 times and then reload while he's getting up. There is a lady with a pitchfork behind, so I kicked her so that way it would stun the Dr. Salvador again, and actually ended up killing it. So, okay, dodge this guy. At this point, you don't want to kill any more ganados in the village until we get into this house with the door propped open, because this is the shotgun house. And when you go in here, another chainsaw ganado will spawn. And the reason we're spawning too is because they both give you, like, the first one gave us a ruby, and the second one will give us 10,000 gold. And the ruby is worth 10,000 gold when we sell it. So just come up here, get all the items, the shotgun, the grenade. I like to push on this ladder just so he can't get up here right away. Come up here, get this handgun ammo, and these guys should throw projectiles, or the lady actually stepped inside, but I like to stand right about here. Oh, I actually missed the melee. I actually kicked the chainsaw off the ladder there. That guy throwing projectiles down there is not very fun. Basically, you don't want to knife the enemies on the ground when there's this many of them, because you're just asking to take damage. That was close. I wasn't paying attention there. I should have been paying more attention. As soon as the chainsaw ganado comes, you want to pull out the shotgun and start using the shotgun. Actually stunned him again. Start melee these guys out of the way. Ooh, that was close. I got hit there, which actually stopped me from walking forward into the chainsaw, because that was kind of melee. I don't know if I would have made it or not. Okay, so here you can use a grenade at any point, because just to clear out the enemies a little bit. I threw that a little bit too far, but it still worked out pretty good, I think. Alright, that's stunned a little bit. You want to shotgun him. Every time he gets up, you just want to shotgun him back to the ground. You just want to keep him in a place where you know he's not going to be able to hit you. Alright, and if you need to, just go around here. He should be coming, yeah, around the corner. That's why I didn't go up. I don't know why he swung there. I wasn't even close. Alright. And then you just want to pistol him on the ground until he dies. Alright. And that should get the 10,000 gold. That's really the only thing that we wanted right there, was the 10,000 gold. We just wanted to kill him for the gold. And you can actually, if you still have shotgun ammo left, you can just empty it out and don't reload, because when we visit the merchant, we're gonna upgrade the capacity, and that is going to give us some free ammo. The sequence should be ending here pretty shortly. Okay, yeah, there we go. So when the bell rings, all the ganados will sort of go into the building and to the church bell. And there should be some other items down here. I didn't get a chance. I saw money down here, but I didn't actually get a chance to pick it up. So now what we're gonna do is go around the rest of the village and get all the items that we didn't get before. We pretty much got everything on this side except for this building right here. Oh wait, I think I actually missed, yeah, this handgun ammo in there. So that's how I like to do the village section. I think that's the best way to do it if you're trying to get kill both Dr. Salvador's and get the most gold out of it. That's how you do it. And this is a bit extra, but you could, if you really want to, you could save the grenade, and then if you know, when you know it's the sequence is just about to end, you can throw the grenade and kill a whole bunch at one time, and that will get that will give you more item drops, but you don't have to do that. It's just it's not necessary. I think it's more necessary to avoid taking damage than anything. Because you get a lot of ammo. It may seem like, the village may seem kind of complicated, but it's really not, once you've been through it a couple times. You might hear chickens here. They can sometimes lay eggs, but they normally don't lay eggs in the actual village. They will lay them in the farm, which is where we're going next, up the same trail that we went at the beginning. There's handgun ammo in here, and then nothing in that other hut, and we should be good now. Alright, so in the farm is where we're first introduced to these blue medallions, and there's a file there that tells you all about them, but I'm just gonna explain it. If you shoot 10 of them, you get a free pistol from the merchant, and if you shoot 15, you actually get the first upgrade, or the first firepower upgrade on the pistol for free. So if you shoot 15, it's actually pretty good value. So the first one was right there on that tree beside the file, and the second one is right here. It's a bit shaky pistol, but Ganados are gonna come sort of at you. This guy was like over there, and he sort of attacks you when you walk so far. So here's the chicken eggs I was talking about. There's white eggs, brown eggs, and gold eggs, and basically, okay, wait, hold on. Shoot this well down to get, and then shoot down the treasure to get the pearl pendant. If you shoot it down and don't drop the lid, then it will be dirty and it'll lose half of its value. So you don't want to do that. Alright, back to the eggs. White eggs heal you a little bit. You can knife that medallion. White eggs heal you a little bit. Brown eggs heal you like half your health, and then gold eggs heal you the whole way. They're like a full heal. And I think the eggs actually despawned. Yeah, items despawn pretty fast in this game, so if you see them, make sure to get them as soon as possible. The fourth one is up here, and I'm actually going to go around the back so I can show you where the fifth one is, because the fifth one's in the back of the house. There's a brown egg. Oh, I thought I couldn't back up there. That was weird. I'm not worried about taking damage in this place because you get so many eggs. So I'm just gonna use a heal here. Oh yeah, another thing I need to talk about is yellow herbs. Yellow herbs increase your maximum health. So yeah, you see there I used the white egg and it healed like, I don't even think it healed 2 blocks. It might have healed 1.5. Or no, I think it healed 2, yeah. So yellow herbs, yeah, increase your maximum health every time you use them. So you'll notice right now I have 5 blocks of total health. But as we I'm gonna hold off on the medallion up here. The medallion is up there, but I'm going to wait because these guys are throwing me some stuff. I need this guy to walk closer because he's one of those guys that will just keep throwing. They do that. There we go. Alright. And a lot of times when you melee them, they will drop their weapons. But not all the time, so you have to be careful with that. Alright, he's dead. So now, this medallion up here is the 5th one in the farm. There are only 7 in the farm. You can't get all 15 because the last 8 or the second 8 are in the cemetery, which isn't until the next. It's in chapter 1 part 3, and we're in chapter 1 part 1 right now. All right, so after you get all the items, come up here. Oh yeah, this guy actually, one of those guys is supposed to be up here, sort of like shoveling hay, but he actually came down early, which is weird. And that's the thing about this game. Every time your interactions are going to be different, so it might not be the same. You might not get the same outcomes as me, and that's something to keep in mind. The 6th medallion is on that spinning wheel. It's the only one that moves, and it only moves a little bit, so it's still pretty easy to shoot, and you can get close to it. This is the last one, and it's sort of up here, and that's all the medallions for this area. There's a spinel in here. And you want to make sure you go down there first, so that you can come back up and then jump down here in this little area, because there's a beer stein here, and the beer stein is our first combinable treasure. Basically what that means, later on we're gonna get smaller treasures that we can put into it to make it worth a lot more. So it's gonna be with us for a while. Alright, so this part is the Boulder section. We have to sort of just outrun the boulder, and you just have to sprint. And then at the end, you'll get one of 2 quick times, either the triggers or the action and the run button. If you're on controller, I'm not sure what it is on keyboard and mouse. But there's 2 spindles in this tunnel. The second one you can actually knife. So, see some extra ammo there. So this part is the dynamite section, and this can be kind of tricky just because you don't have a lot of health here. This first guy, you basically want to shoot the dynamite right when they throw it. I'm gonna back up here just because I activated these guys a bit early. Yeah, see right there, right when they throw it, right when it leaves their hand, you want to shoot it, and it will blow up and kill them. There are also trip lines here, so you want to make sure you shoot those, and bear traps. This is a very, very dangerous area. But whatever you do, do not walk in front of that door, because they will throw dynamite out that, like a little hole in the door. I actually, without knowing it, I almost walked into a bear traps here. There's 3 bear traps right here. And there's actually a 4th one up here I didn't know about. I've never actually seen that one before. So you want to walk around the back of this building, and since we already killed the first 2 in here, they won't be there, but sometimes they won't activate and you have to shoot them. I tried to blindly shoot around the corner, but it didn't work. There should be one more guy in here, I think. No. Okay, maybe it killed both. Okay. I think the dynamite killed both of them. So we're good there. I've never actually, I don't normally go around the front of the building, so I don't know if there's any bear traps over there, but you shouldn't have to go over there anyway. There's a bird's nest here. If you shoot that down, you'll get the red cat's eye, which is the first treasure that goes into the beer stein. The next two we won't get for quite a while. Or the next one we actually get in Chapter 1, Part 3, and then the last one is not until Chapter 2, Part 3. I should have mentioned this before, but locks, you can just knife off the doors once easily. There's 2 trip lines in here, so don't just run down the hallway. They try to get you here with like the left peak. You sort of just run in there and then boom, you explode. That's the idea with that one, so don't fall for that. This actually worked out nicely because our pistol is now out of ammo. Don't reload the pistol because we're at the end of the chapter right now. As soon as you click on this, we'll be at the end of the first part of the first chapter. And I'm just gonna save on... I'm gonna save every chapter on each one, so 8 through 12 I'm gonna be saving on. And we're 20 minutes in now. After skipping this cutscene, you'll get a quick time that pops up. It's like the same 2 combinations that you can get. That cutscene was for the merchant. Just to show you that the merchant is around the back of the building. And we definitely want to visit the merchant right now. Alright. So the merchant's telling us about the medallions right now. If you shoot 10, you'll get a free handgun. So what we're gonna sell are the spinels, the ruby, the pearl pendant, and pretty much everything except for the beer stein and the red cat's eye. And if you want to, you can combine the red cat's eye and the beer stein early, so that
What are you buying?
so that you don't forget. So we're gonna buy. First thing we're gonna buy is the medium attaché case because we want more space. The sniper rifle, which we're gonna need in this section right after this, actually. What I've started to do here, but not really mentioned, is I've started to organize my inventory. I like to organize my inventory just because it helps me like know where things are rather than sort of just like spend a minute looking for them. It's sort of faster in my opinion. So buy the rifle, the scope for the rifle.
Thank you.
And we're not gonna buy the TMP yet because we don't need the TMP yet. The first thing we're gonna do is upgrade the capacity for the handgun and the capacity for the shotgun because we're out on both. And what that's basically gonna do is it refills the whole entire chamber. So we just got 8 free shotgun bullets and 13 free handgun bullets. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but it accumulates every time you upgrade it. And if you do it with every weapon you get, it adds up to a lot. So next thing we're gonna upgrade here is the firepower for the sniper.
Thank you.
And all we want is enough left to upgrade the capacity for the sniper again, because we're gonna go use the sniper real quick and then come back, upgrade it, use it some more. That's another way to get free sniper rifle bullets, because I'm just gonna upgrade the firepower for the handgun.
Thank you.
And that should be good. I think that's all we want for now. Sniper bullets is like the one type of ammo I feel like I don't ever have enough of, because I think it's just because I use the sniper a lot, because sniper is really good. If you shoot any enemy in the head, it'll just blow off their head right away, and it's just very easy. So we're gonna equip the sniper here. Combine the red herb with the green herb, and you might notice that, or you might not notice. You would think that after buying the scope for the sniper, the scope would just automatically be on the sniper, but no, you have to actually combine the scope with the sniper. See, now it's the scopes is equipped as well. Don't make that mistake. If you examine the scope and it says combine, then that means it's not connected. If it says remove, then that means you're good. Just a little thing there. So we're gonna come over here and snipe these enemies. That's always the first one. I like to snipe the one up there. Oh yeah, I actually didn't trigger the cutscene yet. I always just like to snipe however many I can before the section starts, because there are a lot in this area. Alright, and see there we used 5. They actually didn't activate yet. I don't hear the music yet. So that means they didn't even realize us yet. Normally they will realize you at that point, but you can
What are you buying?
you can still come back and just
buying?
refill
Is that all?
the sniper rifle.
Thank you.
And I'm actually gonna upgrade, since I have enough. I'm gonna
Is
upgrade the
that
reload
all?
speed for the handgun as well.
Come back anytime.
Normally I prioritize firepower, then reload speed, and then firing rate, but capacity is always first if I can do it, but I can't always do it. So I believe we actually sniped every single enemy that we needed to, except for this one that comes around the corner here. I actually don't have a very good angle on him, but we got him. You might notice there that the sniper does have a bit of a sway, so you want to keep that in mind when you're using it. These guys up here, want to wait a little bit, and then just shoot the barrel, and that'll basically get rid of most of the dynamite guys. And at this point, they're close enough to where you should use either the pistol or the shotgun. I used the shotgun right there because this guy was coming up with a axe, and I didn't want him throwing it at me. I'm gonna back up here. You don't want the enemies to be behind you. You always want to keep them in one area so you can just do that. And you always want to try to get the most value out of the shotgun as possible. So you're not gonna see me using the shotgun on singular enemies very often. I actually killed all 3 at one time with the same knife. That was kind of funny. Alright. So far this is going very smoothly. This is exactly how I want it to go. There should be another dynamite guy coming down. And I normally wait till he tries to throw it. I actually missed it the first time, but I got it the second time. I try not to kick them off the ledge, but if I do, it's no big deal. But I try not to, just so I can get their item drops. Alright, and after this kick, I'm gonna reload right away, because I don't want to get caught reloading. So we're actually going to go up here first. Up the right side. Because the first half of the emblem that we need to actually get out of here is up here in this chest. And when you come up here, there should be some more enemies that I heard come out of that building, so yeah. I didn't mean to aim to the side there. I don't know why, but sometimes the game does that. I took a hit. I should have been paying more attention. We're gonna use the brown egg just because we're on yellow. The general rule is, like, if I think it's safe to use the handgun, I normally just use the handgun. But if I'm starting to feel like they're getting close and I feel a bit threatened, then I pull out the shotgun to shoot once, just to create some space. And every once in a while you will get lucky with a critical headshot. And you are invincible when you are doing a melee, so you can use that to sort of time so that you are invincible to like an enemy throwing like a projectile, for instance. It can really help. Any enemy on the bridge, I try to just shoot so that they're down on the ground so that they don't go flying off the edge. This guy, you can actually snipe. And then the remaining few should be down here. Yeah. Okay, yeah, see, this is an instance of weird instance where I would actually use the shotgun, because I'm out of handgun ammo, and I'd have to go through the reload animation when he's that close. I don't want to do that, because that would not be good. Same thing with this guy. I don't think I would have enough time to reload the handgun, so I'm just going to use a shotgun bullet on him. Actually, I actually got lucky and he missed. Okay, yeah, trip these guys goes down. General rule of thumb is I don't knife anyone on the ground if there's another enemy somewhere standing up. That's the general rule I like to go by. Every once in a while I'll forget though. Alright, so that was it. Since we sniped that guy on the roof, it's over. But normally I don't snipe that guy on the roof. I normally just go up and kill him normally, so the music's still going for a while. But after that, we're free to just get the rest of the items in this place. It's pretty much just this building, and then like the little sniper tower a bit further up. This chest has the right half of the emblem. And you don't have to worry about saving or like trying not to reload your guns, because there's not going to be any capacity upgrades for a while. So you can just reload all your guns. Sniper everything. Alright. You always want to combine yellow herbs with red and green herbs, because it really doesn't matter, but I like to use, that's just the way I like to do it. You can use a green yellow herb, but it's not, but you shouldn't have to do that very often. So I normally just always combine them with the red and green herbs, because those are the full heals. Alright, so combine the two halves of the emblem, put it in, open, and we're out of that area. Alright, so this door you want to open slowly, so don't double hit it. And you want to snipe this first guy. And then there's going to be 3 more guys over here that you also want to snipe, because they're far away enough. You don't have to snipe them, but I like to. That's just what I always do. And then this last guy sometimes doesn't come around, so... he has a pitchfork, so he can't throw that, so that's good to know. You don't have to worry about it, but he does have a longer range when he's attacking, so you also want to be careful of that. The smaller weapons they can throw, but the bigger ones like the pitchfork they can't. So, but the pitchforks have longer range. So, all right. So once you jump through this window, there's gonna be enemies with dynamite here. Just shoot. You can shoot either one, it doesn't matter. It should kill all of them regardless. And then there are 9 bear traps in this room. All in groups of 3, so you can just knife all of them. They are, not all of them are in places you need to go, but I like to just knife them so there's no chance of taking unnecessary damage from the bear trap, because that's the last thing you want. There normally are barrels back there, sometimes they have stuff on them. This guy normally comes in when I'm trying to knife these bear traps. So be careful of him. My knife actually all of a sudden got shorter there and I wasn't able to hit him. Alright. There should be one more enemy after you kill that guy. Knife the last bear trap. Oh, that was actually... That was kind of unlucky what happened right there. Normally when you kick the door into them, they will fall on the ground. But he was far enough away where he didn't get knocked down on the ground, so he got a hit on me. But it's fine because we got heals. If you're at this point, I actually wouldn't recommend I recommend not healing because there's a place where you can get fish to heal down here that I'll show you in a minute. Pull out the sniper for this guy because he just points at you, and while he's pointing you can just snipe him. Alright. So let me reload this real quick. Alright, handgun. I normally just shoot, if I'm missing any health, I normally just shoot the big fish. There are a couple of items down here. Sometimes, yeah, they take 2 hits, but they should die in 2 hits. Alright, so this is, yeah, the large bass. I just use it. There's no point in fishing. It wastes ammo, and you don't have space for it. You can wait and sell them to the merchant, but it's not... I don't think it's worth it, in my opinion. It's not worth it. Go up this ladder. There's 3 crows. The first one you can shoot, and then the second 2 should die, which is a trip line. If you turn left here, there's another well with a treasure above it. Shoot down the lid. Shoot down the treasure, and should get that. Alright. There are bear traps here too, so be careful of those. There's another one around. Oh, I almost walked into it. I was that close. Alright, so this building, the combination is up and left, and that will make the insignia open up the door. You can go left or up. Or, no, I mean, you can go left and up or up and left. It doesn't matter. But right here is the Insignia Key. You have to pick up this key so that the game can advance. Otherwise, when you go through this door, the chapter will not end. And you'll just, like, sort of, like, be in that house and there won't be any enemies anywhere. So, we're gonna save now. I'm gonna see how much time that one took. It should have been less. Yeah, 17 minutes. Alright, we're good. Alright, so down here, there's gonna be a guy in the bathroom here. Sometimes he'll run at you, so be careful of that. He didn't drop anything. Sometimes he drops stuff. Yeah, he didn't drop anything. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I noticed certain games. Oh, actually, getting full on space here. I noticed that certain games, enemies seem to be a little bit more aggressive. As far as like they'll run at you instead of just like doing their normal like either like turn around or point and yell animation, which is kind of weird, but I haven't really found a pattern to it yet. So in this next part, there is another Dr. Salvador, and we have a lot of grenades, and they seem to take up the most space right now, so we're gonna have to use some grenades. I'm gonna snipe him once. Right here. If you stand right here, he shouldn't be able to see you, and you should. I actually got lucky and headshot another one right there. He actually didn't fall down there, which is weird. I'll wait for him to fall down this time and then pistol. Alright. Yeah, he's dead. Grenades are something that I don't use very often, like specifically hand grenades and incendiary grenades I don't use very often, and I normally just end up selling them to the merchant. There's a lady in here, Lady Ganado. Sometimes she'll come out faster than others. This time she's actually really slow. Again, it seems to be like there seems to be like something going on, like certain games, like in my practice run, the enemies were extremely aggressive and they all just like sort of ran at me in the beginning specifically. Okay, normally what I do here, so I shot the bird's nest down up there, got the TMP ammo. What you can do here is sort of snipe all these guys. I'd normally be back further, but I forgot because I was explaining something. So you can just, I'm actually going to use another grenade on them here, just because I need to get rid of the grenades. I'm running out of space. It actually worked out perfectly. They all got up in a line, and see, I actually like it better when they get up one at a time, because that makes it so that you can sort of go to one at a time, knife them like that, instead of them all getting up at one time and then the ones around you just attack you. Okay, so this next part we're gonna use the sniper again. I always try to snipe whatever enemies I can in the areas when I go in. Double headshot right there. Yeah, if you're on this trail and they're all in a line like this, you have a very good chance of getting a like double headshot. They'll be lined up like that, all nice in a straight line. There's actually a lot of chickens laying eggs here, which is surprising. I normally don't see a lot of chickens laying eggs in this area. That actually went really smoothly. If they sort of, if you miss like a couple shots with your sniper or something, you can, you should just pull out the shotgun if they get close, and so it's not as bad. That guy, I can't see him on the roof, so hopefully he doesn't shoot me. There's one guy on the roof here, and a lot of times this guy's in like a weird angle where I can't really see him. Yeah, he's right behind that chimney. Or no, he's down here this time. That's weird. Alright, that should be it. Okay, he did drop an item up there, so we're actually gonna go up. The other guy did not drop anything, so I don't need to go over there. Still him though, because it's a little bit faster. Alright, so this is the door that we need the Insignia Key for. We're gonna go in. I'm not gonna reload my sniper, but I have a feeling I don't think that there's gonna be any capacity upgrades, so there's really no point. More TMP ammo. These lanterns right here, you can actually shoot down. Oh, and after the flames clear up, you can go up, get a treasure. Don't run into the flames too early, otherwise you'll just get burned. I don't think you'll take that much damage, but it's still not worth it. Like, why would you take the damage if you don't have to? Alright, second lantern down here. There are 3 treasures, 2 spindles, and an elegant headdress. And there's normally nothing in this box. Oh, there's gold this time. Alright, and then the merchant right here.
What are you buying? What are you selling?
Alright, so this time we
Is that all?
you can just sell the spinel, the ruby, the brass pocket watch, the elegant headdress, and then sell everything except for the elegant mask, the beer stein, and the red cat's eye, because those that's all stuff that we need for later.
What are you buying? Is that all?
I'm gonna check. Yeah, my inventory is very full right now. I cannot buy the TMP unless I sell a lot of heals, which I don't like doing. I like to keep my heals because sometimes the Del Logger boss fight does not go very smoothly, but you should have enough here to top off on all the other upgrades that you missed out on.
Thank you.
I was thinking about selling the hand grenade, but I mean, it doesn't matter, I don't think. And also the eggs. I might actually sell the eggs, because I don't like going into the next section with only...
Welcome.
With only, like, one slot. So I'm actually gonna sell the hand grenade, and there shouldn't be any areas, I don't think, coming up where I need the hand grenade. I might sell a green-red mixture just because I have 3.
Is that all, stranger?
And then I have 2 green herbs.
Thank you.
I might sell the eggs too.
Is that all?
Yeah, I'm gonna sell the eggs. I need space. Alright, so that opens up the inventory a little bit more. And once we reload, we'll have a little bit more space, hopefully. Yeah, we'll get rid of a block of sniper ammo when we reload. Alright, there we go. I always like to have a decent chunk of space. Like, even that, like, that's like enough for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. Because most items, like ammo, are 2 blocks, herbs are 2 blocks. Alright, so this is the graveyard area. Right when you come out here, there should be a bird's nest if you look straight up, with another hand grenade that I actually might go back down and sell, because I think I should be fine. Sniper ammo in this bird's nest. Come out here, there's 3 crows. And I'm just gonna go get their items before they despawn, because items in Resident Evil 4 despawn kind of fast sometimes. And then I run back here, because there are 2 Ganados. There's this Lady Ganado, and then this other guy who doesn't have any... I was about to say he doesn't have any weapons, so he won't be that big of a problem, but if he runs at you really fast like that, then he is a problem. I actually regret selling the eggs now. I could just use an herb, but he didn't do that much damage. He did 2 blocks. And there are medallions in this area. We actually get another white egg from a snake in a little bit, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so there should be 3 medallions in this area. So there's 8, 9, and 10. There should be 3 here, 2 on the side, on either sides of the church. And then this guy's gonna throw dynamite. I missed the dynamite. That is really unfortunate. I did not think that would happen. I actually missed the dynamite, but it's fine because we have a lot of heals. We actually need to get rid of some heals. Let's try this again. Alright, and there was actually a bird's nest up there that dropped an incendiary grenade. The 11th medallion is on this side. Yeah, there's actually another merchant coming up real soon, so I I didn't bother going back. There's another dynamite guy in here. So shoot him, he'll explode. 12th medallion. Right there. Alright, so this puzzle, basically how the style works, you can only move it in increments of 3 or 4, so we're gonna move it 3 times, 4 3 times, and then 3 again. And then 3 again. And those symbols basically that are lit up right there are all double tombstones in the graveyard if you go look. And that will get you the green cat's eye, which is another combinable treasure for the beer stein. So it's not a necessity, but you can't get it. I feel like there's a lot of effort to go through just for, you know, like a treasure that you don't really need. And I feel like most people playing through this game the first time don't know that you can combine treasures, so they won't... These guys are all running at me. They normally don't do that. Really? He didn't... Gosh. I didn't want that. That was really frustrating. I was trying to prevent that from happening. I was doing everything I could to try to prevent that from happening, and it still happened. But it's really not that big of a deal. Alright, shift all the ammo over here. And then there are 3 medallions. The last 3 medallions should be on this bridge. There's 1. And then in this box right here, this is our first snake box. So if you get up really close to it and knife it, it should kill the snake and open the box at the same time. And there's the brown egg. Snakes can drop white eggs and sometimes brown eggs. This medallion here is actually, you can knife it as well. It's a lot easier than I'm making it look, I promise. Yeah, there we go. 14. And then the last one is right here, 15. And that's all the medallions. With the snakes in the box, sometimes they don't always die when you knife them like that, so if they don't, just knife it again. That's the reason why you want to get close to the box. But another thing is you actually can break the eggs with your knife, so that's another thing you should be careful about. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's just something you should be careful of. Alright, so this next area we need a flash grenade. We actually haven't used flash grenades at all in this run through yet. There's a lot of crows out here. If you throw the grenade, it should kill all of them. I recommend using a flash grenade here because hand grenades, sometimes like the explosion doesn't hit all of them, and it doesn't, you know, it doesn't kill all of them, and then some will fly off. But most of the time it will. And then with incendiary grenades, the radius isn't big enough to hit all of them. So in that first hut, there's handgun ammo and a spinel. On the wheelbarrow down there, there's a spinel, and then in this third hut, there's handgun ammo, and then there's nothing on the second hut. And then we're actually going to go down here. This is where the next merchant is. There's actually 2 in this, in chapter 3, part 1. 3, part 1? 1, part 3. Sorry, mild dyslexia. I think that's what that is. Dyslexia is mixing up numbers, right? Not words. Okay, so I'm actually kind of glad I sold those heals because I needed some more space. Alright, so now that we have all 15 medallions, we can actually buy the
Is that all, stranger?
Punisher.
Is that all,
I
stranger?
sell the Incendiary Grenade and the
Thank
hand
you.
grenade. Keep all the
Is
heals.
that all?
Sell the 2 spinels.
Thank you. What are you buying?
And actually the
What are
handgun
you
too.
selling?
And you actually don't want to reload the handgun coming into this because
What are you buying?
otherwise, because if you reload it, then you're just wasting ammo, because that ammo's going nowhere when you sell it. And it doesn't add to the value of the gun, so... So why have the ammo in there in the first place? Alright, so there's a Punisher, and as you can see, I don't know if you saw there, but right in here, it actually gives you the first firepower upgrade for free, because since we got all 15 medallions, and then we can just upgrade those two.
What are you selling?
I might actually buy the TMP here.
Is that...
I think... Well, if I do that, then I'm only going to have... I'm not going to do it. It's tempting, but I'm not going to do it. Because if I do it, I'm only going to have 2 spaces left, and I don't want to put myself in that position. So I'm going to hold off on the TMP just for a little bit longer.
What are you buying?
And then I should be... Yeah, I'm good on all the upgrades. There's been times where I've waited until Chapter 3 to buy the TMP, just because I haven't had the space for it, but I'm going to try to buy it early so that I can show it off in this walkthrough. But it won't be until Chapter 2, I guess. So it's handgun ammo, gold, and this is the second Boulder Sequence. So same thing as before, just mash sprint. You have to mash it, you just press it very fast, and then 1 of 2 quick times. Right there. Alright, and then if you turn around, there's actually a spinel right up here. This game likes to do that to you a lot, put treasures like right behind you. So this area, there's a lot of trip lines that you can use to kill enemies. And I'm missing a lot. This trip line, shoot this trip line. I don't know exactly how many trip lines there are. I think there might be 8 in total. There's 1, 2, 3. Oh no, maybe 6. So this guy in here, as you can tell, the sniper is swaying. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but it will go back and forth between swaying from side to side and up and down. And right now it looks like it's kind of doing, and then sometimes it'll actually oval shape. But if you can get the trip line and the enemy's head in the same shot, that'd be really good. There's another enemy right here. And then I think once you go past this point, more will spawn behind you, so you want to be careful. These guys. Yeah. I'm actually going to snipe these guys since they're coming. Got 2 with 1 right there. Another 2 with 1 right there. And then the last one right there. Wow, that was really smooth. Alright. More come after that. Should have enough time to... actually, I'm not going to risk that. I'm just going to pull out the shotgun and run away. Come out here just so they're all in a nice funnel. Shotgun? Wow, that actually was kind of powerful. Either that or I got lucky with a couple decapitations. Trip this guy. Bam, easy. Alright, so now with those enemies dead, we can shoot this box. This is the only snake box that you can't knife, so don't try and knife it. You just shoot it twice and then wait for the egg to spawn so you don't accidentally knife it when you're opening this box. And there are actually a couple of other snakes in the water. There we go. That was risky right there. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just pulled out the shotgun. Alright. Yeah, sniper is very useful in this game, so I definitely take advantage of it to the fullest. There is actually a... Around this corner, there's a bird's nest. I'm gonna get a better angle on it. I'm actually gonna shoot this chipmunk just to kill that snake. That bird's nest has an antique pipe, and there's the chicken egg. And that, I think I got everything over there, so I think we're good with that. There's an incendiary grenade on the bench here. I'm gonna reload my guns so that I free up another space. Yeah, grenades, see, this is the reason why I don't really like grenades, just because they take up, like, just so much space, and, I mean, they're good, but I just don't think it's worth the space that they take up. Alright, so I normally try to use whichever ammo I have the most of, so at this point I've got the most shotgun ammo. I've got just over 3 slots. Or just over 2 slots. I actually see another snake over there, so I might be able to get that. I actually think it's easier to knife the snakes. I got lucky though in this part of the game and actually was able to get a lot of trip lines. I'm actually gonna try to knife it right now. There we go. And then there's another snake in this box. Knife it should just die. Oh, they can actually spawn gold eggs. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I've never gotten a gold egg from a snake before, so it must be pretty rare. Alright. Load the shotgun just to free up some more space. I think we get a red herb and a yellow herb in this next area. Oh, and a green herb. We actually get all 3. I forgot about the green. Yeah, again, that was another pretty good example of what you should do in that area. So if you go up here, there is a red herb by this tree. And then you can just turn around after that so you don't trigger the cutscene. But if you do want to trigger the cutscene, you can. This bird's nest right here. I said I was gonna go over the story and then I never did. So basically, the story of this game is about an hour, and I'm just now getting to the story. So the story of this game is we're basically trying to. The president's daughter has been kidnapped, and we've been sent to rescue her. And we're in Spain right now, as if you couldn't tell by all the Spanish shouting of the enemies. And I mean, you should figure out that if you watch cutscenes, it should be pretty clear. Alright, so I like having a lot of heals going into the Del Lager fight, because I actually take a lot of damage in this fight. Typically, this fight I'd say is probably the hardest thing in the game, just because you can't use your guns. It's on a boat and you have to use the harpoons, and it takes about I don't know how many harpoons it is. I think it's, I don't know if it's like 10 or 12, but you can get one in here really quick if you do that and then steer around the debris in the water. You should be able to get a second one in right there. One thing you have to do is commit to one side when you're doing that. We have to steer around again. We don't have enough time, or we don't have enough room really to do that. I'm sort of just committing to the left side here. It's actually going through the debris again, which is because I didn't hit it another time because it went under. Alright, there we go. Okay, so music cut out. When this happens, and you're sort of just looking for it. Oh, we are actually on the exact opposite side of it, which is kind of unfortunate. As long as you get one in its mouth, it should go under. Went under again, commit to one side. I found that it normally goes left, so you should try to steer right. Here, looks like it's going to stay up for a while, so good opportunity to get 3 harpoons in, and it's back under again. Alright, so this is going pretty smoothly, actually. We haven't taken any hits yet. Other than knowing where it is. Just keep twisting. Oh, I missed the first one. Oh! I've never actually had that happen before. I missed it. And then when you're in the water, it'll have you swim like that. And then after this, I'm gonna just use a brown egg. Or 2 white eggs. Actually, I'm gonna use 2 white eggs because they're worth less. Or yeah, they're worth less. I said that right. I shouldn't have taken damage there. That was just bad on my part. Commit to one side. Yeah, I would normally go right. I would always just go right. Alright, there we go. It's over. And then you're gonna have to cut off the rope so that you don't get dragged under. And that's the end of the chapter right there. And the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this video is helpful. Next video coming out will be part 2, which will be chapter 2. Let's see what time we got here. I think it was just over an hour. Yeah, just over an hour. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and peace.